Well, pardon me. Where have you been? I've been worried about you.
Oh, now you worry about me a lot, don't you, Mitch?
Honey, it's become my life's work. Hey, wait till you hear about my lunch with Dorian. When I left her, she was on her way to Llanview to take Viki down to the secret room.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it, all right?
Wait, listen. This is our ticket to your fortune, honey. Now, the best part, but you're going to love this when you hear this. The best part is she was wavering on the whole thing, right? Who comes over to our table but Clint Buchanan? He jumps all over. I mean, he just blasts her. The whole restaurant can hear. Now, you know how Dorian goes for a little public humiliation, right? She couldn't wait to get out of there and get over and get Viki. Don't you think that's great? What the hell's going on here?
Do you want to tell him or shall I?
Niki? Honey, are you all right?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
No, she is not fine. Don't you believe that for a minute.
What'd you do, take her down to Victor's secret room?
Yes. Did you know about it?
Yes, I know about it, honey. I had these wires disconnected so nobody could go down there again. I didn't want you to have to see it. But you...
Look, there's no time for accusations now. Your wife needs psychiatric help immediately.
No, don't you listen to her. No, I want to go upstairs. I want to get away from her.
Clint, she's turned into another person down there.
Don't you dare. You're making trouble.
I am telling the truth. How could I possibly be making something like this up?
No. This is between Dorian and me. It's not true.
It is the truth. I swear to you, Clint, by everything that's sacred. Nicole Smith is back.
Get out of here!
Back off, Dorian. This is a family matter. I want you out of here.
Clint, I am not going to go anywhere until I am sure that you realize the gravity of this situation and that you're going to do something about it. And I'm not the only one who knows that this is true. Jenny, tell him.
I don't know what that was all about, but if you ever slap me again...
Yeah, well, you deserve to be slapped. In fact, you deserved a whole lot worse.
What has gotten into you?
Clint jumped on Dorian? Well, you know why? He practiced on me first, and it is all your fault. I can't believe you just let me walk in on that without any warning.
Warning about what?
The night we stayed at the Seaside Inn. You registered the Buchanans as having stayed there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I sent him a little brochure. It said, come again soon.
Yes. He thinks I did it. He asked if I'd ever been there. I didn't know I was supposed to say no.
Oh.
Look, you left me totally defenseless.
Tina, I wanted them to think that Niki had been there with another man. You just blew the whole thing.
What, I blew it?
Yeah.
You know, everything you do just backfires right in my face, and I can't believe that you...
Roll this temper of yours, you hear?
You're hurting me.
I'll let go when you stop fighting me. All right?
Look, I've had it with this, Mitch. I've really had enough. I don't want any more of this. I just want to stop this. It's not worth it.
Oh, come on. Look, you were never little Miss Pure, and you're not now. Don't play this game with me.
It's not just this game, all right? We are hurting Viki. We are really hurting her. We are hurting the family. We are hurting all of my family, and I've had it. I mean, you're as bad as Ted Clayton. You really are. I just can't take any more of this. You know, and I'm really starting to think that you have absolutely no feelings. But, you know, I do, and I am putting an end to this. I want to get into that car, and I want to drive back to California and just try and forget once and for all that I ever found out that I was Victor Lord's daughter.
Well, Clint yelled at you, said this is the brilliant decision you came up with, right?
Yes. was thinking about how my mother would feel about me. You know, she would be really ashamed of me, and she'd have every right to be. I don't know, I may look just like my mother, but we were a lot different. Just on the inside, she would never, ever do anything to hurt anybody, especially not Viki. No, she'd try to help her. That's the story.
Tina, we have been through this, Lord knows how many times, and that was no pun intended there, but I guess I'm going to have to tell you again. Look, Viki is the one who started all this, right? She started it by refusing to believe the truth. Now, we can't let you give up everything because she can't face her father's shortcomings. Now, I know you want to protect your mother's values and her idealism, and I think that's really admirable. But while you're protecting your mother, she is protecting the man who seduced your mother. The man who denied your very existence, Tina.
No, that's not quite true.
Oh, yeah, right. Right before he died, he changed his tune because he didn't want to pay the piper. Well, actually, that's tough, right? What about your life? What about your right to the Lord name?
I know all that, all right? This isn't the way to do it.
Honey, it's the only way to do it. And when we're talking about your mother, don't you think your mother would want you to fight for this? Now, if you don't want to do it for yourself and you don't want to do it for me, do it for her. Look, Victor Lord denied her the same way Vicky's denying you.
She never fought for my name or my inheritance.
Maybe she was ashamed. Maybe she was afraid of him. Maybe she called him and asked him to help and he refused. Honey, he didn't want you. He had all the children he wanted. You were just a nuisance to him. You were like a fly in his soup or something.
Stop. I don't want to hear that, okay?
Honey, Daddy didn't care about you. He dumped your mama and he dumped you.
Look, he's my father. He can't be all that bad.
But you think if he was here, he would have any love for you?
I don't know. I'd like to think that maybe he would.
Honey, he owned up to you at the end just because he had a guilty conscience. Now it's up to you, all these years later, to take what is yours, to take the Lord's name, and to take your share of the fortune. Sweetie. I know.
I hate all this.
Sweetheart. Just the same way that your father didn't have any love for you, you've got to know that Vicky's never going to have any love for you either. That's something you're just going to have to face. But somebody does have love for you. Somebody who's right here with you. Right here. I got all the love you need. Okay? Is this true?
Don't talk about me as if I weren't in the room. As if I weren't telling the truth.
Vicky, please. Come on, why are you doing this to yourself? You know very well what happened down there. I showed her the room, and she wouldn't believe that her father built it, that he was leading a secret life down there. But then she started to believe it, and that's when she panicked, and she got hysterical, and that's when she turned into Nicole Smith. I didn't know what to do. She didn't know who I was. She wanted to know why I brought her to the room. Please don't listen to her, please. I'm not crazy, really. Please don't send me away. Don't take my children from me, please. Jenny, please help me, Jenny. Help me. I can't do that. For your own sake, you've got to help Clint. No, I can't. He loves you, and we all love you, and nobody is going to send you away, and nobody is going to take the boys from you. Please don't betray me now, please.
I'm not betraying you.
That would have been all right. You never had to know.
I'm so sorry I showed you that room. But I really had no idea that seeing it and finding out about your father would do this to you.
Hey, let's go upstairs and lie down.
Yes, that's a very good idea. You can talk to Clint later.
Did you hear us? Sweetheart?
Sweetheart? Who are you calling sweetheart? What is this? Where you brought me now? You brought me out of one stupid room and into another. Come on. What is this, your house, Jenny? Who's this guy? Nicole. What? Will you stop hounding me? Viki, this is... I am not Viki. I'm Niki. No, you are not Niki Smith. You are Viki Buchanan, and this is your home. I never and this man my life is your husband. My husband? Cut to that. No, you listen to me. And you listen to me, Viki. You are not leaving here because this is where you belong. You hear me? Not as Nicole Smith, as Viki. Viki Buchanan. And we love Viki Buchanan, and we want her back. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Viki? Do you hear me? You are Viki Buchanan, Viki. Nick? Yes. It's all right. Clint is right here. He's right here. He's right here. Come on. He's right here.
Let's go upstairs and lie down. Come on.
What to do. How long has this been happening? I don't know. Why hasn't she gotten help? Dorian, if she was able to think rationally, she wouldn't be experiencing a dual personality, would she? Yeah, I guess that's true enough. Well, at least Clint knows now. What is in that room? Why don't you go down there and see for yourself? Victor built that room for a side of himself that was not a very nice man. And once you see it, you will have no doubts at all that he seduced Tina's mother. That is where Tina found the letter from Victor. And why did you take her down there? Yeah. It was a booby trap, wasn't it? Of course, Tina must have known all along about Viki's condition. Oh, God, I hope not. Yes, of course. She told me that if I didn't show Viki the room, if I didn't make Viki see the truth about Victor, that she would drag Viki through the courts and that the whole world would find out about the man that Victor Ward really was. But of course, she knew how Viki would react to that room. In fact, she was counting on it. I will take care of Tina. You take care of Viki. Never knew I could feel so sorry for anybody. never forgive me for what I've done, for what I've become.
Honey, there's nothing to forgive. You didn't become ill on purpose.
But I failed you.
No, you didn't fail me. You didn't fail me, and I want you to stop thinking along those lines.
I'm so ashamed.
Honey, I want you to strike that word right out of your vocabulary. Shame has nothing to do with this. As little as I understand about all of this, at least I know now why you couldn't tell me.
I didn't realize it myself at first, you know. It wasn't until one night when I found myself all alone on the street in that storm. And I didn't know how it got there. And you were in Arizona. And I went screaming to Jenny for help. And then I started to see the signs. I saw the signs of Niki. And I got so terrified.
Of course you did, of course.
Please, don't be angry with Jenny. She wanted me to tell you, and she wanted me to go see Dr. Polk, but I really did think I could get better all by myself, just with her help, and that nobody else would ever have to know.
And didn't you realize that my love for you was not going to be affected by any illness?
I'm still not sure about that.
Sweet.
Listen to me. I don't know how long this is going to go on. I was supposedly cured years ago, and I was told there would never be a reoccurrence of Niki Smith. And now she's back, and she's stronger than ever.
Jenny got rid of her, honey. You realize that? Jenny scared her, and she just went away.
But when I get scared, I retreat into Niki.
It always has something to do with your father. Damn, I just can't believe that Dorian took you down into that room.
You said you knew about it.
Yes, I accidentally discovered it, honey, and that's supposedly where Tina found that letter. But I had an electrician disconnect the wires so no one would ever get back in, and somehow Tina must have hooked up again.
Why is Tina so rich?
Oh, I should have told you about the room. I almost did, but it's Tina that pointed out how much it would upset you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It was Tina that got Dorian to take me there.
Well, there's a lot of things that don't add up. But honey, at least the truth is out now. And together we can deal with it.
Dorian. My illness will be all over this whole town tomorrow.
No, I don't believe that, honey. Dorian came through for you tonight.
She did, didn't she?
Yes. She was genuinely concerned and genuinely frightened. I just can't believe that she would use that against you.
I've let you down. I know you say it's not so, but it is. I feel it. I feel like I let you down.
You have not let me down. And I'm here for you. And nobody can drive me away from you. And not a Tilly Graham, and certainly not anybody Niki Smith.
But my children, my babies.
even have to know.
Clint. Please. Please.
What?
Don't make me go to an institution.
You're not going to any institution. You're not going to any institution. But trust me. I promise you. We'll handle this. I think you better get some rest.
No. Hold me, please hold me. I love you so.
I sure hope so. You're stuck with me for life, honey.
Oh, we okay now, huh?
You know, somehow I never win with you. Whatever I say, you just always talk me into something different.
What? How about the time in California when you took off in my sports car?
Oh, yeah, a lot of good at it. I mean, look where you are right now.
Oh, yeah, look where I am. Listen, you want to make love again before dinner or after dinner?
Oh, I think maybe before. And during.
And during.
And after.
Oh, somebody has great timing.
Oh, it might be during.
All right, report to the field, hey. Just a second. Ah, good evening.
Good evening. I'm looking for Tina.
She's right in here.
Clever of me, wasn't it? Looking for her here when she wasn't in her room. Hi. Hi, Tina. Well, I thought the two of you might like to find out how things went when I showed Viki the secret room.
Yeah, Tina and I were just wondering what happened with Viki. Did she agree to give Tina her share when you showed her the secret room?
No. What happened? Was she upset? Not at all. She took it in stride.
Great, that's the look I needed from both of you. I have my answer. You set me up. You set me up and you set Viki up.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about Viki's emotional illness, which both of you knew about when you asked me to show her the room.
What
That's not
emotional
true.
illness?
Oh, yes, it is true. Stop lying to me. You must have had a lot of fun. I guess it was you who made up the scenario, huh? I mean, you thought, well, I can't show Viki the secret room. Clint would kill me, but let Dorian do it. Clint can kill her.
So you know what? I wanted you to show Viki that room. You know the reason why.
Yeah. You didn't tell me, though. But Viki was absolutely cracked out right before my very eyes.
Did she?
Tried to contain his glee.
How is she? What happened? I mean, you make it sound like she had to be taken away or something.
She's gonna get healthy. She's gonna be just fine with the help of her family. And I count myself among them. Viki and I have had our differences. I've hated her. And that's what you were counting on, wasn't it? You were counting on the fact that I would enjoy seeing her reduced to such a pathetic state.
How can you think that of me? I wouldn't do that.
Shut up. Just shut up. I want you to go to court so that I can go to court too. I will stand right by Viki's side and I'll call you a liar and a cheat and a conniving little witch that doesn't deserve a penny of the Lord money, let alone the Lord name.
No, you don't mean that.
Believe it. You're going to be very sorry that you made an enemy out of me.
My life is falling apart and you are laughing?
Honey, what happened is exactly what I wanted to happen. This is great.
I don't understand this.
Look, I was betting everything that Viki would flip out in front of Dorian. Now that she has, it can't be denied, right?
I can't
Look,
believe
she's
you.
going to have treatment now. And now, under oath, Dorian's going to have to say that, yes, she flipped out, and yes, Niki Smith is back. Now, all we got to do is whip out the document from Victor stating that you get everything if she flips out again. And we got it, babe. So give me a hug. Come
No,
here.
don't you touch me. I don't want you anywhere near me. I was right. You have no feelings at all. All you're having is grief.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm serious. I am putting an end to this. I'm just going to stop this. I can't deal with this anymore. No.
How long are you going to scream like this before we get through this?
But I tell you, I don't want any of it. I don't want the inheritance. I don't want the money. I don't want the name. I don't want any of it. I just want to forget the whole deal. It's not worth hurting Viki like
Calm
this.
down, you're losing it.
No, you are not going to change my mind this time. And I'm going to hope that somewhere down the line, Viki is going to forgive me. Especially for ever telling you where I was.
I think this time she needs it, buddy. You have to work on your own for a while, then you get her back.
I forgot something.
What?
When we went to visit the figurine, Dorian told them...
You have to work on your own for a while, then you get her back.
I forgot something.
What?
When we went to visit the figurine, Dorian pulled the lever the opposite direction. The whole door opened up.
What was that?
It was gone. She said she thought it was Victor's.
What did Dorian do with it?
She just left it in the drawer.
That's probably not important.
To save it.
Let's promise ourselves that the next 24 years will be just like the last 24 hours.
What will Clint say? I can't go on like this. I want a separation. Or this Buchanan will not negotiate better terms. To play this exciting game, send a postcard with your name, address,